know what it is. I'm here with these guys. Because who I am is not important right now. We here with Cannibal Ox.
How's that? I'm just getting the light shine on me.
And the first time I seen you guys perform, 1999, I was in the wetlands. Company Flow was having a release party for little Johnny from the hospital. And here comes Cannibal Ox. I was familiar with the Addams family before that. Cannibal Ox for the first time, Vordul Mega and Vast Aire. First time I see y'all perform. We're here now.
Wow, 90. You said 99?
99. So we're 16 years later. How does it feel to be 16 years removed from that and still have a legacy in place where you can drop a second album?
Like what you reminded us close to ciphering. You know what I mean? We came from ciphering. As soon as we put Cold Vein together, we was coming out of cipher scenes. So now, difference I feel is we kind of reinstate ourselves as rhymers. You know, we get into like practices of writing, you know, and inspiration from production. You know,
yeah, I would definitely
kid beatboxing, hitting on the lunch table, right? But that's dope too. You know what I mean? But it's like all integrated now.
Yeah, we definitely came from the cypher, you know, world. 99 is bringing back just crazy, just battling, just like going real hard, and learning how to do music. We was putting songs together, learning how you can't have 8 dudes on every song, and going through all of that. So, you know, there was a lot of trial and error back then, but we figured out that like every song couldn't have 10 dudes on it, and we figured out who sounded good with who, and who should get on the hook, and you know, here we are now, you know.
Later the Ronin, what is the biggest lesson in recording this new album that maybe y'all learned about yourselves all these years of being Cannibal Ox, all these years of being Vast Aire, all these years of being Vordul Mega, and recording this particular album? What's the one thing that you feel like you learned about yourself?
I noticed the creative process. I mean, me and Vast still create within our own confines and separate compartments, and we could follow a certain wavelength of just having a title of a beat, or you know, just one main thing for us to be driven on what we gonna go through and identify ourselves to collaborate as 2 separate entities. Yeah. But the creative process was interesting because I found myself still dealing in the natural process of just waiting for it to pour with no preconception, which I'm glad for, because I sometimes hate to think, because sometimes I feel like I overthink, get just regular basic life, you know what I mean? So when you want to be creative, you want to be as natural as possible, right? Me personally, so I felt it was
like
good.
The
creative process was something, right?
Yeah, we like to draw from each other's ideas and just pull from each other's, you know, creative awareness. He might come up with a title, the title will create a theme, and then the next thing you know, we're just like, you know, just going off of ideas. So we love that. We kept that vibe raw, and that's what you hear, you know, you hear like, that's why people keep saying, you know, it feels like nothing has changed, because nothing has changed. We're just natural, we just go in and we just write and make the best song that we can make, you know.
Hearing you explain that reminds me of a song like Iron Rose with MF Doom. You know, the title is Iron Rose, and then here comes Vaz with the iron metaphor. It's just boom, boom, one after another. Is that one of those processes that you're talking about right now?
I mean, that's obviously, you know, one that's more apparent. It appear, you know, to be one thing, but the more the listener listens, they're gonna be able to pick apart the double meanings and you know, the multiple layers of iron.
You know, another one of your inspirations, Vordul, I remember reading an interview with you recently where you talked about kind of your earliest just creative inspirations was cartoons and cereal and just, you know, watching G.I. Joe and Transformers.
Yeah, you know, Saturdays ain't got the same lineup, man.
There's no more Saturday morning cartoons?
There's like no Saturday, like, and I remember it barely was any, and they was doing all like cards, you know, card game creatures,
right.
stuff, you know, and I was like, this is very young. And that's what I mean about the state, like, what they have for children's imagination, just on the plain level of like, you know, the toys and the cartoons, they be thinking kids ain't aware.
Right.
But then the stuff that kids is in tune with, kids be surprised. Like, what? You bugging? Like, kids is it. Like, that's what you was. You lost a lot being an adult. So more lose imagination we lose, you know, sometimes.
That's why I appreciate this album and the imagination with it. And even Vast, like you on Opposite the Desolate, like, it took me back to the G.I. Joe era.
No doubt.
You know, and names I ain't hear in a while, like Sergeant Slaughter and the Baroness, and you know what I'm saying, you say you changed like Zartan.
We try, you know, we try to bring, you know, we try to bring that nostalgia in the music. You know, we know that there's a huge fan base and people that are gonna respect. Like, I used to run home.
Laugh on stage, I'm sorry. I'm gonna be thinking about the vehicles and all that. I'm sorry. Gee, why you doing the comedy? Oh man.
Nah, G.I. Joe had the best toys. You know what I mean?